So Operator and Missile Trooper got a overall buff, and if you guys didn't know, these two are like the most goated towers for beginners. Like this duo right here could solo intermediate, could solo easy mode, but since they got even more buff, we're gonna try and be elite with it. Now, as you can see here, there's gonna be a little bit of leakage at the beginning. That's because I couldn't really afford to upgrade my operator and as well place another one, enough to kill the rest of the zombies. But I didn't mind that because these zombies are low health and we're just starting out and we don't really need that much HP to try to victory this. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I thought Missile Trooper and Operator only take 2 tower slots, and yet I have Neko DJ and John. Well, that John there is for bait in case any of my towers are being targeted, and the DJ is in case if I lose, I could rewind and try another strategy with DJ instead. But for now, we're only going to use Operator and Missile Trooper because most people cannot afford DJs when they're beginning. Now, there wasn't really a strat when I was doing this. I just went all in stratless and sticking to my instincts. And my instincts were telling me that I should start spamming Missile Trooper because I'm not sure Operator is really good for late game, but I know Missile Trooper is good for mid to late game in intermediate mode, so I just like kept spamming Missile Troopers. And at this one time there was this really bad leak and I thought it's best to place Missile Troopers since they do high DPS, but these HPs of these zombies were really high, so I kind of like doubted myself, but I still tried anyways because I don't really have much of a choice. It's either that or Operator, and I'd rather place Missile Troopers than Operators. So now over here it gets really bad. These stealth abominations are just getting through so easily. I didn't know what to do. I was already having a hard time just spamming towers because like I'm not getting enough time to place this, and these guys are just like swarming right through, and every time I place one tower it feels like it takes forever just to place that one tower, even though I'm doing it as fast as I can. But anyways, that 3 Missile Troopers in the back there are my only hope for defense for the leaks that are happening. And right on this wave, there's just so many stealth abominations. I just was not prepared for it, and this was not looking good, and I pretty much just died. But that begs the question, would I do better with DJ with the fire rate buff? So I rewinded and we're gonna try doing with DJ. I'm gonna remove a few towers from the middle and place my DJ instead, and I'm also gonna place the second one for range buff and see how it's gonna work. Now I couldn't really afford it, so I just played on the wave, and hopefully when my towers kill enough zombies we could be able to afford it mid-round next wave. So as you can see, we got a single wave further until we just died to the stealth abomination rush. So my second strat was to use 2 DJs and try to spam the DJ fire rate buff ability, and let's hope that it would do better. And it was so hard to keep up with this because at the same time I was getting so much money, so I had to place more towers, more Missile Troopers, more Operators in order to have more DPS, but at the same time trying to spam abilities, trying to sell and then replace the DJ just so I could get the ability back. It was so difficult to keep up with it. Now apparently this was working until we got to the final boss wave, the revived Plague Doctor, and I struggled on this so hard because that guy just kept killing everything I had, and then there was just like no DPS left for me to finish off this Plague Doctor, and it sucks because these towers, their health is so low, and which means that they'll just die instantly after one shot. And then I just died to this massive leak at the end, spawned by the Plague Doctor. In my opinion, Missile Trooper and Operator is really good for early to mid game, but mid game gets more difficult the harder the game mode is. But if you're playing intermediate, you can basically beat intermediate with just these two towers. But with elite mode, it's gonna be harder. I'm guessing if you only have these two towers, you better have to have a duo that has like Juggernaut or Railgunner or any other better tower. Sorry. And yeah, that's my final verdict. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll see you guys on the next one.